Hey guys, this is Jack here, and here's my review of Flood for iPhone. And Flood is also available for the iPod Touch and the iPad. It was recently released on the App Store and it's free, so go download it now and check it out while I get to the review. So Flood, when you first launch it, you'll get a bunch of tips that show you, the interface and give you a tour. But it's really simple. There's not many options, not many settings at all. So just let's get into the review. Now, Flood is a news aggregation app, which means that it aggregates or collects a lot of different sources. So it collects information, articles, and content from a lot of variety of sources. But the number of sources that Flood can access content from is very limited. And I'll show you why. There's only a list of sources you can choose from, and if you want to add in, you can't add in sources from third-party websites. For example, if I want to add in New York Times, I can't do that. If I want to add in Yahoo News, no luck. But the sources they do have, I think they've curated it so that the content there have a picture next to each each article or blog post, and I'll get to why that's important in a moment. But as of this moment, you can't really get any content outside of these featured sources. So yeah, it's pretty much it in terms of the sources this content can pull content from. So Flood's UI is actually very reminiscent of Windows Phone 7, and the reason that is because if you go into I'll just show you real fast that this is what a website would look like in terms of reading the articles. It will just have at the top will be one big square or rectangle, and then smaller squares or smaller rectangles beneath them, and that's pretty much the UI. And Windows Phone 7 is also a tile-based UI, and it follows the same kind of design style as this. So let's get into what you can do with an application. Well, if you're reading a blog post or something and you like it, but you don't want to, you like it, you have two ways of sharing it. One is you can go into to the article itself, and you can tap on the heart, and you get a bunch of different options: Facebook, Twitter, email, and Love It. And and that's pretty much it for sharing. If you also go back to the minimize tab view here, you can tap on this heart here and you get the same options. Going back to the articles, if you want to view it in Safari or in a web view, in case something was cut off from their rendering of the article, you can just tap on a circle icon and it brings you up to web view or open in Safari. So that's pretty much it in terms of reading articles and sharing them with friends and family. Now, the UI is, there's a bunch of different tabs. I'll call these tabs because they do look like tabs. And you can quickly go over to a different tab by just, scrolling here on the scroll bar down there. And it will show you whatever thumbnail you scroll to with that little text bubble. So if I scroll to Gizmodo, it will say Gizmodo. Simple, easy, and very efficient. And you can also tap this icon here, and it will enlarge the tab view into full screen mode. And you can also tap it again to reduce the size. And if you want to refresh your source, maybe there's a new article that came out, just pull down and let go to refresh, and it will also tell you when was the last time you last updated, and so forth. So overall, actually, there's one more feature I forgot to mention, is that the unread counter on the bottom of every single tab. As you can see, every single tab has that unread bottom part. So that's pretty much Flood. There's not that many sources. It's really closed down, kind of like Apple, and it's the App Store. It's not open and free. It's more of curated, and content cannot just be anywhere random. It's got to be nice and curated and organized. This application is aesthetically pleasing. I like it a lot, but one downside, a huge downside, is that there's not that many sources you can read stories from. And the reason why the views look so pretty and beautiful is because that all the sources they have photos next to each article. So that would result in this thumbnail. Otherwise, if there was just text, it would be kind of boring, and there would not be many visuals, and the whole UI concept would just fall apart in terms of the tile UI. So that's pretty much it for Flood. It's a really great application. If you read a lot of sources that are listed in Flood, then I suggest you check this out. I, however, read a lot of Engadget. I read a lot of TechCrunch. I don't read much Gizmodo, but TechCrunch I do read. ReadWriteWeb and Wired are two other good sources that I read stories from every day. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Please check it out. I'll include a link to iTunes App Store in the description box, so check out below for the link to the application. It's free, so there's no harm in trying it out besides a portion of your time. And yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. I'll catch you guys next time. Please follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is this channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.